Evening, everybody. It's Susie Q96, also known as Susie Smart. This is a real quick little blip because I know some of my friends are um, actually streaming right now, and I don't want to cut into them. I didn't have the best day in the world, but I'm feeling a lot better now. I think the anesthesia has finally gotten itself out of my system. So I'm going to try to get up in the morning and do a quickie show um, before Florida Thunder comes on with his. And then, weather permitting, I'm maybe going to go do a little metal detecting before it gets hot. Uh, Not anything long. I just need to get outside and get some fresh air. Uh, Looks like in the morning it's going to be in the high 50s, which is for me perfect weather to go detect. So that's my plan, just to get out and get a little fresh air. Uh, Doctor actually said that would be a good thing for me to get some fresh air. Yeah, I'm in all right. Hey, Scratch, how you doing? So anyway, I'm gonna try to run. It was the news at about 8 a.m. Eastern in the morning, and then I got to get my list all updated for the Monday night show when we're gonna do the big give 'em away thing. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing, honey? Um, yeah, I just took it real easy today. Had to. I think my biggest problem was I had a hard time with the anesthesia, and I couldn't quite get it all out of my system. But I'm doing much better, and so I just wanted to let everybody know I am going to try to do a quick show in the morning, get a few more people signed up for Monday's contest. May come back on tomorrow night and finish up my nickel and penny rolls and sign a few more people up. We'll do a show Monday morning, and then after that, anybody that has not gotten signed up is going to be SOL on the Monday night show. Because if they think they're going to just come in at the last minute and get signed up for the contest, that's not the way the rules read. So, yeah, I'm just tired. They put that tube down my throat, and it really, I don't know, it just messed me up a little bit. But I'm good. And I think I'll feel better if I get outside and get some fresh air. I've been cooped up for days now, and just, yeah, I need to get outside and get some sun and fresh air. So I got this little park I'm gonna go to. It's not very far away. I haven't really hit much of it yet, so then I'm gonna set my clock on my phone so that I only stay out for an hour. When my alarm goes off, then I gotta quit. Unless, of course, I'm digging up a treasure chest, in which case that's not gonna happen. Yeah, you are absolutely right, Cynthia. Swinging that simplex makes everybody feel better. And I have found this little park. I found actually two little parks in pretty close proximity to each other that do not appear to have been detected, judging by the amount of. I'm finding a lot of clad, but it's older clad, like 60s. So it's like right on the border of hitting silver. So I don't think those areas have been detected. So I'm gonna. Sunday morning seems like a good time to go out there. I don't think there'll be too many people out there on Sunday morning. So, like I said, I'm gonna go to bed here in a few minutes, and then I'm gonna get up and do a quick show in the morning, and then I'm gonna go detecting for about an hour and just take it easy. Yeah, it seems like it is virgin ground because, like, the first thing I hit three quarters in a row. Usually, if a place has been detected, somebody has cherry picked it and at least pulled the quarters, the bigger denominations of money out. But I was pulling quarters right off the bat. So, and dimes. I found four dimes in one hole. So, yeah, I don't think this place has been touched. And so I want to go play there a little more. I went into a different part of it and I found like a little jet fighter airplane, so I'm finding different kinds of things and things that are not like 2020. So I kind of want to get out there before somebody else sees me out there detecting and comes back and cleans it out. So um, since I am starting to feel better, I'm gonna run out there for a little bit before it gets hot and just get some fresh air. I got to get this rest of this anesthesia out of my system. And there was one part of it that was kind of trashy over by some grandstands, so I'm gonna switch and put my the smaller coil on and see if I can distinguish a little better the treasure from the trash. Uh, but yeah, I just wanted to come on real quick, let everybody know I was okay because I was not on at all today, except just very briefly a couple hours, about an hour ago. I slept most of the day. So anyway, I'm going to bed. I should see. I'm going to try to get on Rob's show. I may actually try and do it from out in the field. But yeah, I think that that 24 might work around those grandstands because I've already done them with the regular coil, and I picked quite a few things out, but now it's picking up a lot of trash. So I think if I can get that little 24 up under there, I can uh, do a little better weeding out. There's a lot of pop tabs and that kind of stuff in there, but in between, I can hear some good tones, but they're so jumpy because of all the trash. So I thought if I put the 24 on tomorrow, uh, I might have a little better luck and be able to pick a few more prizes out of there. I found a little necklace pendant. It's not not precious metal, but it was cute. It was a little best friends forever kind of thing that was real cute. And I have several pieces like that I have found. I'm going to kind of make up an artwork piece out of those. So, but yeah, I'm doing better. And the best part is that the doctor said that he didn't see anything really bad in there, and what uh he thinks can be fixed with a minor procedure, which will give me a much greater quality of life. Yeah, I was really disappointed that I didn't get to go to Florida Hunt 7 because I really did want to talk to them more about the machine and what their additional updates, because my only complaint is still that annoying disagreement between the Garrett Carrot and the Simplex. And yes, they did build in the mute button so that you can mute that interference. But the problem is, I always forget to unmute it when I'm done, and it's just a pain in the butt. And I uh, I can't afford to buy another pinpointer at this point. Now, when this one dies, when this carrot dies, I will no doubt just buy a pinpointer that's compatible with my machine and I don't have to deal with that anymore. But I can't just afford to toss in $125. Uh, no, it really doesn't, Cynthia. Have I did all of that dance, and I'm glad I did the update because after I ironed out all of the craziness that I had with it, I really like having the second park mode a lot. I use that one. That's my primary mode now. Hello, Pro Metal Detector. How are you this evening? Uh, so my only gripe is that annoying chatter that is because the Garrett carrot doesn't like the simplex. And and I will be showing you something really cool in an upcoming video. But I'm going to tell you about it because it's kind of a neat thing. It, that there are a lot of people that have an attitude about Kellyco because of Vermont Derek. And I am still a Kellyco affiliate. I'm not going to stop being a Kellyco affiliate because I don't like another one of their affiliates. I'm just not going to go that way. And my family have been customers of Kellyco for over 20 years. So there's kind of a little bit of loyalty there. My brother bought his detector and all of his stuff from Kellyco back in the late 1990s. And one of the things that he bought was a. Well, see, the thing, Cynthia, is these guys are exaggerating it. They are saying that Vermont Derek is on the Kellyco payroll and that he makes videos for them and does editing for them. They're saying all the stuff that is not true. The only affiliation that Derek Smith has with Kellyco is the exact same affiliation that I have, which is that he is a Kellyco affiliate, which means if somebody buys something through his channel, he gets a percentage of the sale. He is not on their payroll any more than I am. In fact, he might get a little bit bigger percentage because he sells more stuff, but he is not on their payroll. He does not edit their videos. A lot of this stuff that these guys are saying, I won't have anything to do with Kellyco because of he does this for them and he does that. It's not even the truth. Oh, VD is a pain in the butt. And Pro Metal, there is a video on my channel. There's actually two of them. One of them is called Why It Took 3 months for Me to Make My Madeira Beach Detecting Video. And then there's another one that goes along with it, and I'll find the link for you. And when you see what he did to me, not just to other people, but what he personally did to me, you will understand why people are mad. He sent to me some of the most disgusting videos you have ever seen in your life. Uh, he has been caught countless times planting his fines. But what he did to me, I was defending this guy. When I went to Florida, everybody thought he was like a total a hole. And I said, no, he's just driven. He's motivated. He wants to make something. And I defended this guy. And then he just, it was really bad. I'm on my phone, so I don't know if I can find it right at the moment without uh, knocking people off my channel. But I will give it a go. If I knock everybody off, I will come right back. But it's hard to do this when you're on your phone. Uh, but yeah, it was really awful. It was so bad that when I contacted one of my male friends and I sent this, he could only watch about a minute of it. And he's like, oh my God, I can't believe he would send this to you. Uh, and it was all because I made a polite suggestion to him that he might want to back off on some political stuff that he was saying because he had just gotten monetized, and it was making people mad. And so I was like, Derek, man, you might want to chill out a little bit, and I wasn't nasty. And in the video, I actually showed the exact posts. Uh, I just got to try and find it without knocking you guys off. Uh, and it's one of the reasons. In fact, it's the day he changed the name of his channel from Vermont Derek to Metal Detecting Channel, which he stole that name from somebody else and made that guy look bad. So, gosh, I wish I could find it. It's really hard to do this on the phone because I can't watch the screen you're on. And I have to try to get into my channel another way without hanging up on you guys. So bear with me, and I will, if I can get into my own channel. Uh, it's just hard to do it this way because, like I said, I'm on my phone. This is not working well. Sorry, I'm going to end up hanging up on you guys. I just know it. My channel, manage videos, date added. Let's go for oldest. I can Probably get there faster that way. I'm still looking, folks. Detecting Madeira Beach. Here we go. Check, check, check. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2. If anybody can hear me, let me know. Okay, you got me back. Okay, now let's see if I can figure out how to post this link. I did find the link. The Pro Metal Detector wanted to see. Post comment. Here we go. That should be it. I hope. So I don't know if you can get to that link or not, but it is a video called Why It Took Me 3 months to Post My Madeira Beach thing. And 3 months before, I had been detecting with Vermont Derek. And then after all of this other stuff happened, I could not make the decision as to whether or not I wanted to post that video. And since he really wasn't in it very much, I opted to post the video. But then later on, I posted the video about what happened. So I hope you can get to that video and see it. It's rather nasty, and um, if you have, if you are someone who follows him, uh, you will notice that he is no longer on the west coast of Florida and has moved his hunting to the east coast of Florida. And the reason for that is he has pretty much pissed off everybody on the west coast of Florida, and nobody wants to have anything to do with him. So he's gone to the other side of the state, and people over there are now starting to figure out that he's not what he claims to be either. But my reason is personal. Did I learn anything about detecting from him? Yes, I did. I It was strictly a personal matter with me, but it is certainly not something that is going to cause me to turn my back on Kellyco, a company that my family has done business with for over 20 years, just because they happen to have him as a sales affiliate. Well, I'm a sales affiliate. Anybody can become a sales affiliate, pretty much. But before we got off on that digression, I was going to tell you something really cool that Kellyco did. Over 20 years ago, my brother bought a metal detector and a pinpointer and some digging tools, and just, I mean, my brother spent a bunch of money on what at the time was state of the art stuff. And one of the items he purchased was a digging tool made by a company called Gator, Gator. It was made in the USA and it was guaranteed for life. Hi, Christine. So, anyway, he bought this guaranteed for life digging tool with his stuff. And about a year and a half ago, my brother gave me all of his detecting stuff because he is quite a bit older than I am and relies a lot on a scooter. And so he just really was not using his stuff anymore. Well, I particularly liked this little digging tool, and I used it and used it and used it, and I broke it. I mean, not completely broke it, but it is like if I use it about two more times, it's going to break. So I got a hold of Mark at Kellyco just to pose the question: if someone purchased a tool from your company 20 years ago, and at the time they purchased the tool, it was guaranteed for life. Was it guaranteed for the life of the company, the life of the tool, the life of the distributor that sold it, um, or when it breaks, is that person just SOL? So I sent a picture of the tool to Mark over at Kellyco, and with all of the other funny things that my brother had purchased, which are now antiquated, but at the time they were top of the line. And because I just wanted to see what their answer would be, because truly they didn't really have any obligation to replace the tool. The company was out of business, but the fine folks over at Kellyco sent me a brand new Nokta digging tool. Mark knows I'm a Simplex girl, and they sent me a beautiful brand new digging tool that I haven't even gotten dirt on yet. I'm still using my Garrett one that I got from Gypsy Jewels. It's an okay tool. It's a little heavy for me. Um, I'm probably going to give it away, even though it's used. It's not that used. It's not broken, and I have the sheath for it, and I'm sure somebody could use it. But yeah, I'm real excited to have this new Nokta tool. It's got the right design for where I'm at, where it has the root cutting up one side and the notches up the other, because there's a lot of rocks and roots here in Virginia. So I'm gonna be trying that one out very soon. Yeah, Christine, I used to have a Garrett. I After I got my Nocta Simplex, I had my Simplex about 2 weeks, and my Garrett was fairly new, and I put the Garrett back in the box and sold it. I still have my Garrett pinpointer, but I fell in love with this Simplex, and after that, I would look at the Garrett and I would look at the Simplex, and I'd pick up the Simplex and go out the door. So I sold it, and I'm not unhappy that I did. Garrett's are perfectly fine machines. It was the first good detector that I had. The first detector I had back in my days with my dad was a Radio Shack, but it turned out, no, it wasn't a Radio Shack, it was a Sears, but it actually turned out it was made by White, and I wish I still had it because now it's worth a lot of money. And then I didn't have one for a long time, and I had a $49 Bounty Hunter Gold Digger that I found my first gold ring with. And then I got my Garrett, and I had my Garrett for a while. And now I have my Simplex that I just absolutely love. My Simplex, and it's gonna be hard pressed to get me to change away from it. I have three different coils for it. I have what do we call it? Carbon fiber shaft. I've got my fancy snake skins on it. I got it pretty well dressed up. I got about everything I could have for it that I could ever want. And it always does me well. So I think I'm going to stick with that. But I liked my Garrett just fine. And I still use my Garrett Carrot Pro Pointer, waterproof Pro Pointer. But yeah, I really want to do some gold prospecting. I have a good friend out in California. If you're not on his channel, you need. He does beach detecting. He does uh, regular relic detecting, and he does gold prospecting. His name is Robert Ferguson, and Robert is like one of the most laid back, coolest dudes on the planet. I've learned so much from him. I'm still having a little problem with this anesthesia. I'm trying to flush it out of my body. I'm supposed to be drinking a lot, so yeah. I found a toy airplane the other day, Christine, in a place where I would not have expected to find it. It's like a little jet fighter. It's a pretty cool little plane. And I have found a few cars. Whenever I find race cars, I always think about my friend Tommy that was supposed to, this was going to be our hobby that we did together. And unfortunately, he had a stroke and passed away before we could get that going. But I'm pretty sure sometimes he's out there with me just because of some of the funny things that I find. Like Tommy and I used to go to this place down in Tampa where you could watch the manatees swim. And one day I was out after he had passed away, I was out in the middle of a field in South Georgia, and I found an elongated penny from Busch Gardens, Tampa, which was another place we used to go all the time. And then I found a manatee. Now, please explain to me how I found a little manatee out in the middle of a field in South Georgia. I'm sorry, but I found both of those two on the same day, and I kind of took that as a sign that he's still out there with me. Because sometimes I find, like Thanksgiving, um, my friend Tommy was a race car builder. He was a race car driver, but he was a race car fabricator. And if any of you watch NASCAR, you know who Eric Almirola is. Well, Tommy used to build his cars. So Tommy was a fine race car builder. Thanksgiving Day, I'm out in my niece's backyard, and Tom's last name was White. Uh, and what did I dig up? A white race car. I'm like, okay, Tommy's here for Thanksgiving. I got my white race car here. Uh, and also, I have not found a phone yet. I know a lot of people that do find phones. I have not found a phone yet. I have found, let me see, I found a Narcotics Anonymous 18-month uh, token. I found Mardi Gras tokens in the mountains of Virginia. Don't ask me how they got here, but I have found Mardi Gras tokens. Um, I found a lapel pin the other day from some parade that they have, River Walk Parade or something that they have in San Antonio, Texas every year. And I'm in Virginia in the mountains, so I find some pretty strange stuff that does not belong where it is. But yeah, I'd like to go do the gold. When I was a little girl, we were on vacation, and I don't even remember where. I just remember us going. It was probably Chicago, because my mom's family had connections to the Chicago Cubs. But we went to a baseball game where they had this stuff set up for the kids, where they had a solution you could mine for gold, with the pans and everything. And I remember I found this little piece of gold, and I thought, oh my god, I thought I was rich. I couldn't have been more than like 6 or 7, but they taught you how to see the gold coming down the sluice, and put it in the pan, and how to swirl it around so that you could separate the stuff. And I've always wanted to do that. Go through some pay dirt, and my friend Robert does it all the time. One of these days, in my bucket list is to get to go out to California and go detecting and gold mining with Robert. I think that would be cool because he's just so knowledgeable about it. And when I stop like this, it's because I'm getting more to drink. They put tubes down my throat yesterday. My throat hurts. So anyway, got you got 2 baskets. Charles could come fold yours too. I don't even want to talk about laundry today. There's this man in my building. He lives next door to me, and he is a real butthole about the laundry room. He thinks it's his. Um, I don't normally have more than one load, but today I had two because I had to wash my bedding and I had to wash my rugs. And so when I went in, his clothes were already in the dryer. So I put mine in the washers and got them out. And I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And his are done, but he hasn't come back yet. So finally he comes back, and last week he pushed the baskets where I couldn't even access my own laundry. He's just really a jerk. So today I said, if those are yours, one of them is done because I'm sitting there with this big basket of wet clothes. He goes, yeah, they're mine. And so instead of taking them out, he takes them all out, and then he puts like 2 or 3 items back in each dryer so that I can't use the dryers, and puts all his stuff in the basket so I can't use the basket either. Now, We just had a letter come out from the office last week saying don't do that. I mean, like a week ago. This guy just thinks he's special. So here I am. I got all these clothes. I got wet rugs and, so I brought the clothes back to my apartment and I hung the lighter ones up on the shower curtain rod, which is now lying on the floor because I put too much weight on it. So it wasn't until about 8:30 tonight that I was finally able to go dry my clothes. There's no reason to be that way. Yeah, every building has one, and this guy's ours. He's just a real asswipe, and especially because I'm sick, I don't I don't need it. I just don't. So Charles, I actually have a rolling cart in my foyer out here that if you want to fold some more clothes, there's some more out there too. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I have stayed on here much longer than I intended to. I hope that I greeted everybody. I don't think I did. Yeah. Let me go back to the beginning. Scratch and Go Crazy was here. Cynthia Swearingen was here. I need to get my notepad and write these names down because y'all are getting entries in my Monday night drawing for the big prize. So it pays sometimes to show up at the Susie Q house. Cynthia. Pro Metal. Tomorrow I will be adding all of these in so that they can get on the wheel Monday night. There's going to be some people that are going to be mad because they didn't get in the contest, but I posted a video saying that the only way you were going to get in was if you showed up in my videos during the week. Because if I want the prizes to go to people who have been supportive of me, especially since I've been so sick. And so that's why I'm making these lists and I'm not adding people. I'm not. If you're not on the list, and the thing is, you can have more than one entry. Some people have showed up every single day, and they are going to have a very good chance of winning the prizes. Because they will have more than one entry. Hello, Sandy Johnson. There's a new one. All right. Did I see Larry? Hi, Larry. How you doing, hon? I got pretty good news down at the gastro doctor, so hopefully in a week or so I will be able to get on that diet train with you. I just gotta wait until the biopsy thing comes back, but they didn't seem to be thinking that I had anything really, really serious that they couldn't fix. So I'm very happy about that, and I am feeling much better. Right now, my thing is, I just got to get a lot of liquids in because I got really, really dehydrated when they wouldn't, I wasn't allowed to have any liquids for 24 hours, and then the anesthesia really dried me out. So my main thing now, I have this stuff that I really like, and it's funny because I only like one flavor, and it's the one you can't find. So I bought a whole bunch of the powder mix of it. It's this stuff called Propel, and it comes in several fruit flavors, but the only one I like is the lemon flavored one. And so it's an electrolyte thing. So I been adding it to a little bit of lemon water. It's already lemon flavored, but I don't want it as sweet as it comes out of the package. So I've been sucking that down because I need to get the electrolytes back in. Cynthia, his name is Harvey Dalton Arnold. He's a musician, so you shouldn't have too much trouble finding him. A real good blues musician. Let me find where I can type here. On my phone, it's confusing. And the rest of you can just go and listen to him because he's a really cool guy. At one time, he was the bass player for the Outlaws. He lives in North Carolina. So, yeah, there he is. Yeah, he went through a whole lot of heck. First, it was first they thought it was just in his jawbone, and then it was in his tongue, and yeah, Harvey has been through a lot and has fought his way back. I mean, can you imagine being a professional musician and they say, sorry, Mr. Arnold, we're going to have to go in and start cutting pieces out of your mouth. He could have just gave up right then, but he didn't. And I think you will find him to be a most interesting case study and also a most interesting musician. He, uh, I just love Harvey. His attitude through everything was amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And I'm hoping to get down to see him soon.